With everything that happened in Multiverse of Madness and Kang on the horizon, I have reason to believe that Doctor Strange will be making his own version of the Illuminati. Let's talk about it. Hello everybody and welcome back to our little corner of Marvel Madness. I'm your host, Ruzumakii, here for another video, and today we will be talking about something similar to what we talked about in the last sort of theory video, sort of bringing a conversation video. And I will have to say, but before I say anything, thank you guys so much for running up the last video. You guys went crazy. We got like a whole lot of views, a whole lot of people asking questions and bringing in their own little Avengers teams and leaders, and I really love that. Yo, shout out to Kevin Lockhart 2000 and Clandestine 736. You guys had like some crazy wicked stuff that you guys said. I enjoyed that a lot, and I loved hearing your guys' ideas. You guys came up with better ideas than me, which I of course enjoyed. I really want Marvel Madness to be like a discussion thing where people can put their thoughts in the comments below about what they want in the MCU and what they're thinking, good or bad, whatever it is. I enjoy seeing it. Anyway, today we are talking about some good shit. There's no tweet, but the last video I did of this sort of thing really got me thinking. If we're talking about Avengers leaders and teams, kinda, what about the Illuminati? You see, in Dr. Strange Multiverse of Madness, there was a team called the Illuminati. The Illuminati was a sect of all of the superhero community's leaders, or the ones that can make the quote-unquote hard decisions in Universe 836, and they basically handled all the dark stuff, the decisions that most heroes or goody two-shoes wouldn't want to do, such as killing Dr. Strange after he used the Darkhold in order to cause an incursion, thus defeating Thanos. In actuality, in the actual Marvel canon comic books, the Illuminati was a team that was in the main universe, and since our universe is, according to Kevin Feige, is 616, we should come to an understanding that, or it's safe to assume that we're going to get our own Illuminati team in the 616 universe, started by, of course, Dr. Strange, because, well, Dr. Strange is the one who saw the Illuminati. He'll probably be like, those guys were idiots, but I'm smart, and I bet you everyone in my universe is smart, and we're going to need to make hard decisions. I think it would be a smart thing to make my own team and lead them into making the hard choices whenever that comes around, whenever Kang comes around or the incursions start happening. We'll probably find out more in Doctor Strange 3, going into Kang Dynasty and Avengers The Secret Wars. So who would this team be? There's a lot of obvious choices, and there's a lot of throwaways. I have some ideas. I definitely think that the team should be of a certain caliber, but definitely not of the huge and well-known heroes that would definitely be against whatever the Illuminati does. You see, in Jonathan Hickman's run of Avengers and New Avengers, the greatest run of comics ever written, honestly, here is the thing. The incursions were happening, worlds were crashing into each other, Earths from other universes were crashing into each other, and the only way to stop it was by destroying the other Earth, or just letting it happen, and both universes would just die. This is how it worked, right? So the Illuminati team in Marvel Comics was Iron Man, Tony Stark, Charles Xavier, but then it was Captain Steve Rogers, Black Bolt, Black Panther, Namor the Submariner, and Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic. And also there were some other people in that sect, the smartest individuals that were also a part of, or knew about the Illuminati and were helping them behind the scenes, which was like Hank Pym, and Bruce Banner was also involved, and so was Beast. He replaced Charles Xavier after Charles Xavier died. So that was the team in Marvel Comics, and they handled all the dark shit. They handled all the bad stuff, and they did not let people know what was going on because, of course, everyone would panic. If they found out that basically the multiverse was ending, not just the world, but the multiverse was ending, and Earths were getting destroyed, billions of lives were at stake, people would go into a mass panic. So they made the only decision they could, not say anything and do things behind the scenes, which made the superhero community very, very upset and made them wanted for a time. All of them were wanted, and all of them were on the, Steve Rogers was on the hunt for them because he found out what they were doing. So, of course, knowing that, I think that we can make a solid team with that information. Who can make the hard decisions in the Marvel Cinematic Universe and who can't? Well, there's a lot of people who can. So going off, of course, Doctor Strange is definitely able to make the hard decisions. We've seen this in Avengers Endgame. We saw that, or Infinity War. He made the hard decision of letting Thanos take the Time Stone after seeing all the possibilities and took the risk of one possibility coming true. This caused literally half the population across the entire universe to be wiped out for 5 years. We're talking about billions of lives. This was a mass genocide. So Doctor Strange, not only obviously he would start the team, but Doctor Strange would be the one to really be in that team. We could trust him. He's master of the mystic arts. We could trust him to lead this team. Yada yada. Doctor Strange is the obvious choice. But the other choices are a little bit harder to make. It's a very, very weird. MCU is weird when it comes to the characters' decisions. We don't really know who's willing to do what they need to do. But I think a fair assessment is that Namor would still be a part of the team. Namor, leader of the Atlanteans, would definitely join the team because he'll do anything to protect the Atlanteans and do anything to, well, protect the Earth because, well, his people are on Earth. Even though it would save all the above dwellers, it's safe to assume that Namor would definitely join the team as well, leaving that part of the warrior or the king of Atlantis slot filled. He would obviously join the team, of course, reluctantly, because here's a curveball. I think Shuri would join the team. Now, the reason why I think Shuri would join the team is because, well, she is the protector and defender of Wakanda as the Black Panther. She has a duty. She knows she has a duty, and she has a new respect for duty and even though she's a lot more nuanced than her brother, she would definitely join the team because, one, she's willing to do anything to prevent another large death total from happening because of the snap and because she's witnessed it in Wakanda recently, and also because she is influenced by Killmonger. And I don't think that her seeing Killmonger in the ancestral plane in Black Panther 2 was a mistake. I think that Shuri, in her mind, is able to make all the hard decisions, while T'Challa in the MCU would have more difficulty. He is more sensitive to stuff like that. But Shuri, she seems to make the harder choices. And yes, she did spare Namor because she did not want another cycle of death. She calculated in that moment. It wasn't just her mother telling her to show him who you are. It wasn't just that. She knew that, and she heard, even though she was filled with like a need for vengeance and a need for to fill her anger and fulfill her wish to kill Namor, she knew that what M'Baku said was true, and she didn't let her emotions get in the way. If she killed him, someone else would take his place, and they would throw everything they could at Wakanda until every single one of them was dead. Therefore, she decided to spare his life. I think that Shuri would come to the same conclusion. 7 billion lives on another Earth versus 7 billion lives on my Earth. I want to protect my people, therefore I will help Doctor Strange, help everyone here figure out a way to stop the incursions, but if I have to do what I have to do, then I will do it. That's Shuri. I feel like Shuri has an amazing character arc coming for her in the long run because of the Illuminati. I think she'll be great. I think she'll be fantastic as an Illuminati member and still fulfill that same role that Black Panther did in the comics. Except, well, she's sure. Next up, I think that the list is getting real dim, but Hank Pym would obviously join. Hank Pym is a smart, calculated person who joined in the comics. I think that Hank Pym, with his knowledge of Pym particles, and now, thanks to Scott, probably time travel, he would also join the Illuminati, and as well as Professor Hulk. Professor Hulk, if he doesn't like get killed off during World War Hulk, I think that Professor Hulk would obviously join the Illuminati because, well, it's a group of his peers, the smartest individuals in the planet. I feel like they would both join in hopes of stopping the incursions, but doing what they have to do if need be. I don't think they would be like mainline members where they come in whenever the meetings are being held completely, but I feel like they'll be amongst the people that will probably be hunted after people find out the Illuminati exists, because, well, they have played a hand in it, and everyone will be like, what? How could you guys do that? I feel like also Hulk would feel a bit of a responsibility. He already saw that billions of lives were taken away, and he's already sitting on the back burner of the MCU. She-Hulk has taken his place. His son is on Earth. Therefore, he can feel comfortable just taking a back seat. No one would suspect him of doing the things that the Illuminati would do. Next is Black Bolt. Of course, Black Bolt will join. I feel like we're gonna get appearance of Black Bolt in the actual main 616 universe. I feel like it's necessary just to keep the numbers high, and also it's Black Bolt. Come on, Black Bolt's cool. Don't listen to Comics Explained, bro. Rob always talking shit about Black Bolt. Black Bolt is kind of cool. All right, he yells. That's cool, but he has a quasi-sonic scream. All right. The only reason why the Hulk beat him is because the Hulk was super duper angry. I don't blame anyone for losing to the Hulk, but he still pushed them back. Leave Black Bolt alone. Leave the Inhumans alone. The Inhumans are cool. Next character to join the Illuminati would be Charles Xavier. I feel like sooner or later, probably very much soon, Charles Xavier and the X-Men will be introduced into the MCU. Maybe, just maybe, 838 and after Secret Wars, 838 will probably combine into the MCU, thus making one universe, because I feel like 838 represents the Ultimate Universe in the MCU, just like how the Ultimate Universe is in Marvel Comics. They're the most popular two versions of the main Marvel Universe, and they would definitely like figure out a way to like put a placeholder for things. For example, 838 is just the Ultimate Universe, just like how Shuri is the Black Panther now. It's just how it is. There's stand-ins. There's people that can represent things that were not already in the thing. You know, I'm having trouble explaining it. I don't want to say too much because I want to make a video on it. But still, I feel like that would happen. But before then, I feel like personally that we would get like a Charles Xavier. Dr. Strange might go around looking for these people around the multiverse, or that he saw in the multiverse in his Earth, looking for people who represent those characters in his Earth, and he'll be like, oh, you're Charles Xavier, you've been hiding the mutants this whole time, or something like that. And then he'll be like, I met a version of you and you guys led a team that were able to make the hard decisions. I need you to represent the mutant community and help me just keep the moral path, because you kept the moral path in your team on that universe. I feel like that would be really sick to see. And I feel like it would just feel like there was a big hole in the group, because not only do we not have a Tony Stark on the team, but if we don't have a Charles Xavier, I feel like it would really leave a big hole. I feel like it would really be a disappointment to see like a small team of the Illuminati. I feel like Charles Xavier would be a perfect representative for the mutant community. And I feel like he would be able to make those hard choices as well. Last but not least, the last person to join this Illuminati team that I'm thinking up is Reed Richards. We already know the Fantastic Four are coming to the MCU. Now, I thought that we would see them in Kang Dynasty, or like a depiction of them, or maybe a hint of them being like a thing, because, well, my theory is that they were in the microverse, but turns out they weren't. But I feel like it would have really made sense if they've been like trapped in like the microverse, or the quantum realm. It's called the quantum realm in Marvel Comics, or probably like somewhere where time is not passing the same way, so that when they show up, they're like, oh my god, all these people are just like us. Oh, we were a team of explorers that went missing a long time ago, but we're back and we have these powers. We're the first family, you know, we're the Fantastic Four. Reed Richards as Jonathan Krasinski, or Jonathan Krasinski as Reed Richards, was a perfect representation. But I know they're gonna replace him because it was just fan service. But it could be really cool. Like Dr. Strange, like same with Charles Xavier. Dr. Strange goes up and he says, "Hey, I met you, and you were one of the smartest people on that Earth. I need you to join this team and bring your intelligence so we can figure out a way to stop these incursions from happening with the greatest minds." Reed Richards needs to be a part of the team because I feel like Reed Richards is literally the main character of the MCU. He needs to be the main character of this saga in the MCU if they will just hurry up and start pushing the phase. I feel like we need more time. I feel like this whole thing needs more time because, man, we are really lacking in characters and important roles and people who have shown up. Like, Reed Richards is the main character of Secret Wars, in my opinion, because of Doctor Doom and him's relationship. So it would be really cool to see Reed Richards join the team and possibly co-lead with Doctor Strange. Now, of course, with this team of Illuminati, there's going to be people who wouldn't join. Now, I'm just going to leave two out there because you would think that these characters would join because they're the strongest and the heavy hitters. But let me just say, Carol Danvers could not join this team. And really, neither could Sam Wilson or anyone else for that matter. I don't think they're able to make those hard decisions. I feel like they would have the same stance as Steve Rogers, where there's literally no place for those kind of thoughts where they'll be like, no, we have to save both Earths. No, we have to save everybody. The Illuminati is about, we do what we can, but if the hard choice has to come, we'll do it. Those characters represent of a more righteous path. Like, it's either we save everybody or we die trying saving everybody. And that's not the kind of thinking that you need in a time like that, where there's war, where there's people fighting for, well, billions of people's lives. But that's what I think. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Again, I really enjoy doing these kind of videos, and I think this was really fun to do. Let me know what teams that you guys would see in the Illuminati. Like, what characters would you want to see? And what characters would obviously fight against them, because I wouldn't know. I'm pretty sure, like, logically speaking, you would agree with the Illuminati. If my Earth's in trouble, I'd save my Earth. I agreed with the Illuminati during Jonathan Hickman's run. Sue me, fight me. I want to see people fight me in the comments. Anyway, that's been Marvel Madness. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys liked the video, you know what to do. Like the video. Like, stop playing. Just like it. Let's get this video up. Come on, man. And yeah. Thanks for watching. See ya. Deuces. Kevin Feige, I know I asked this in every video, but like I haven't gotten a call back from you. If you don't hurry up, I'm gonna get really upset. Cast me as Venom!